Overgrazing, land degradation, and desertification. I'm pretty sure that you have heard of these terms, but what exactly do they mean and how are they related to one another? Today, I will walk you through the definition of overgrazing. Overgrazing happens when the population size of a species exceeds the carrying capacity in an environment. This can be caused by livestock and also wildlife. Vegetation cover is then subjected to irreversible change and cannot recover. Now, let us take a look at the process of overgrazing. Perennial grasses are initially abundant in rangeland. Then, when livestock increases and graze on the land for a long time, the perennial grasses will be eaten and trampled. They are also eaten during reproductive time, resulting in a reduction of seeds production. Biotic soil crust composed of algae and lichens, which are beneficial for the growth of perennial grasses, are also affected. Subsequently, perennial grasses decrease. Perennial grasses are then replaced by annual or short-lived perennial plants. Subsequent overgrazing, soil compaction, and soil erosion affects the land. At last, even the annual plants cannot thrive on the land. Therefore, we may ask, what are the effects of overgrazing? Overgrazing can cause land degradation and desertification. Soil compaction and erosion degrade the land. Desertification will be the end point if overgrazing continues. Consequently, the land will become like a desert. Wildlife living in the area will be affected and endangered. Land degradation causes wildlife to migrate and look for a better home. After the decline of native grasses due to overgrazing, invasive exotic plant species will increase. Some of these species are non-edible. They also do not help to maintain ground cover because these grasses are usually annual or short-lived perennial plants. Human-wildlife conflicts may also occur. When wild herbivores decrease, livestock becomes a prey for wild predators. Predators may be killed by herders who want to prevent their livestock from being eaten. Overgrazing may also cause competition for food between wild herbivores and livestock, which can cause a decline in wild animals. For example, saiga antelopes in Mongolia are being affected by overgrazing. Soil erosion may also occur. Soil erosion increases because the land is not covered by vegetation due to overgrazing. Soil is disturbed by rainwater. Without the plant covers, water is not absorbed by plants, subsequently increasing runoff. In extreme cases, overgrazing can also cause famine and poverty. If so, where did overgrazing occur? Globally, overgrazing was recorded in Mongolia, Greece, United States and Canada, and also China. In tropical regions, overgrazing happened in countries such as Brazil, Mexico, Costa Rica, and Uganda. Now, let's study an example of overgrazing in tropical countries, taking the Sahel region of Africa as an example. The Sahel region has a short humid season but a long dry season. Rainfall in the region is variable but also unpredictable. The humid season is important as this is when the plants grow. In areas with lower amount of rainfall, pastoral farming was the main activity, especially in the north of Sahel. In the mid-20th century, however, this practice was disrupted. Migratory herding was no longer practiced as the people settled in an area, while they also lost their pasture lands as these lands were used for agriculture. When herders settled down, grasses were subjected to continuous grazing without regeneration. Drought and reduction of rainfall also happened in the Sahel region. Climatic factors, together with population growth and human activities, which one of the reasons is overgrazing apart from overcultivation and deforestation, pose huge challenges to the communities. Consequently, land degradation and desertification became severe problems in the Sahel region. As a result, food supply, environment, and economy of the region were affected. Famine persisted for years in the Sahel region. If so, what should we do to prevent or overcome overgrazing? First of all, proper land assessment should be done to make sure that an area is suitable for grazing activity. Herders can also carry out rotational grazing and provide alternative or supplement of food for the animals. They should also monitor pasture growth and rainfall. And lastly, carry out sustainable pasture practice. Always keep in mind that one solution for an area does not mean that it is a suitable solution for another area. That's all from me about overgrazing. Thank you for watching this video.